It was in 1969. His name's Dr. Richard Day. And he was a big-time Rockefeller family insider. The things he said in 1969, we are going to make boys and girls the same.
Interesting.
And many
I saw
other
a news
things
report last night
that are happening now.
Yeah, that they were doing that. They were taking no gender references in the classroom.
You see, fam, this is what it is that I've been trying to tell you guys. The way these corporations and these businesses who are behind all of this stuff works is they don't just come up with something and throw it out there. They work hard on these things and they slowly implement it. Because I mean, realistically, if they just threw it out there and back in 1969 and said, hey, we're going to just create unisex people, the entire world would have been like, oh, hell no. But now that they've gotten the world more comfortable with the whole LGBT thing and they rolled it out there, the idea of creating a unisex world is not that insane to certain people. So it's not going to have you outraged when they do certain things. And so that's just basically how they roll. Now this unisex stuff, like I said, it started a long time ago. We think back to some of the things that they did to first start creating unisex people, which would be like putting women in jeans or like putting men in earrings, you know. And so we fast forward to now where we're like, okay, they are trying to make pink a unisex color. And that one is real blatant, but you guys get so emotional when I mention the fact that pink is a feminine color, as if it has not been a feminine color all this time. And that's not a real obvious one, that it would be a part of a unisex agenda. And, you know, what's the purpose of the unisex agenda? Okay? The purpose of the unisex agenda is basically to do what? Feminize the black man. But why do they want to feminize the black man? Well, if you have a feminized black man, he can't protect the black women. The black women are left without their protection. They're left without men, so they're forced to be either lesbians or so desperate that now they have to be with white men. And so, and let's be real, ladies, I can't think of not even one black woman who has ever said that they wanted to be with a white man because he was great or sexy. It's only because of money. So it takes real desperation to get you to the point where you are dating a white man as a black woman. And so they had to create those desperate measures and break down the black man to make him look less attractive to you. Now, why do they want black women so badly? You know, they hated us all these years. Now, yeah, granted, we look good. They want us for that reason. But really, they're just trying to get into the black household so that they can get to the black little girl and the black little boy. You see, everyone knows, everyone says all the time that the number one way that pedophilia happens is in your own household, right? So now, if you're with that white man and you're making these biracial children, which we all know white people love and promote so much, what does that do? Give that white man a chance to molest and rape his own child, his black child. And it puts you in a position where they done normalize or been trying to normalize, you know, seeing adults kiss the child on the mouth because it's their parent or whatever craziness like that. So now you see a white man walking down the street and he got his biracial daughter and he's kissing her on the mouth. You can't even say nothing about it, because that's normal. You see, we can't allow these things to become normal. We have to pay attention to the agenda. We have to look back into history in order to understand what's happening now. I don't make these things up because it's fun or cool. It's actually really depressing, you know, especially when I get the pedophiles in my comment section defending this stuff and cursing me out in my DMs and all the stuff that they do. You know, it's not fun for me to do this, but I do this because I care about protecting the black child, and I care about protecting our people in general. You know, the other day I'm walking down the street and I see this white man with his biracial daughter, and I was over listening to some of the things that he was teaching her, and I was just like, nah, we can't have this in the black community. And then the little girl came up to me and she just hugged me, and I'm like, you don't go up to strangers and hug her. And he was like, well, is there something wrong with that? And I'm just like, yeah, it is. We don't do that in the black community. But see, we're bringing them in. And I'm, I have biracial people in my family. I'm not, to each his own. But when you decide to go and date outside your race, just be careful, because you got to know the culture. You got to know what they about. And I'm sorry, the truth is, when you look into history and white culture, you look into what they got going on in Paris and London, where they promote all the time, you learn that it's some sinister shit happening out there. And I'm just going to be funky with you. So, so it just becomes really important where we protect ourselves. And, we have to masculinize ourselves, ladies. We have to defeminize ourselves, men. They've been throwing the soy in our food and making our hormones imbalance and stuff like that. And that's why I created my sex tonic, which I put in the Alkaline Mama Detox Kit. And it's so important for us to detox, because they've been putting these things in our food for so many years. And that's why I keep encouraging you all to join my cleanse, because you have to clean this stuff out. Otherwise, you're just going to be sick. And if you're sick, how are you going to protect anyone? Outside of the fact that you can't run, if your chest hurts, how are you going to, we just got to start thinking more realistic about protecting the black family and rebuilding ourselves back up, and getting our own everything. We have our own everything, actually. It's just a matter of us connecting with each other and working as a family, practicing group economics, so that we can market further and connect with each other more. And that's why I created CertifiedBob.com, also to prevent black business catfishing, which I don't know if you guys seen, but they've lately been doing a lot of pretending to be black. Like, I saw this meme the other day of a white guy saying that he was a person of color because white people are of color. And when you look up Google images and you look for black people, they got white people pulling up. Identity theft, you know what I'm saying? I told y'all about that the other day. That's why I created CertifiedBob.com. So you guys, I highly encourage you, just create a profile. It's for free. You can find black businesses, support black businesses, promote your black business for free on this site. And we're just basically trying to find a new home, bring ourselves on over there where we can speak freely, we can support one another, we can uplift one another. I do everything for 100% black owned businesses. I'm having that big pop-up shop, Black Thanksgiving, at the end of this year. We're looking for vendors and sponsors, performers, chefs, speakers, anyone who is here for the people, looking to uplift our family, looking to protect us, anything. I want you to be a part of this event, Black Thanksgiving. So when you go to CertifiedBob.com, you can find the link for the directory, you can find the link for Black Thanksgiving, and you can even find the link for AlkalineMama.com, where you can get all your healing. So CertifiedBob.com, fam, it's a beautiful space for us to start building. And again, like I said, we already have built. It's just a matter of us creating that connection. So now we are stronger together rather than us all moving separate. Come on, Black Power, let's do this.